Now you can see village panchayat, article 40. 41 is right to work, right to education, and 42 is maternity relief. Hello aspirants, good morning to all of you. So now we are going to see the directive principles of a state policy part after your fundamental rights. I have already told you the tips and tricks regarding fundamental rights. Now we are going to see how to remember DPSP, okay? So this is DPSP. This is in part 4 of the Indian Constitution. DPSP constitutes from Article 36 to 51. Part 4 deals with the DPSP part of the Indian constitutions. Okay, this DPSP is borrowed from the Irish constitution. But initially, Irish constitution has taken this from the Spanish constitution. But we are going to say DPSP is borrowed from the Irish constitution because we have taken from Irish country only, okay? Ireland. Spanish constitution, these principles guide the state in policy making, legislation, such as ensuring equal pay for equal work for men and women. Okay, although important, and we see DPSP are non-justiciable and cannot be legally enforced. We cannot go to the court for enforcement of DPSP part, okay? But unlike in FR, we can go to the courts. FR are justiciable. DPSP is non-justiciable. We cannot go directly to the Supreme Court and any court to enforce these principles, okay? After that, you can say what is the history and objectives, what is the significance of DPSP. This is part 2 spanning from 36 to 51. Non-justiciable in nature on the recommendation of Tej Bahadur Committee report. This source is borrowed from Ireland, that is Irish Constitution 1937. Positive connotation about DPSP is it establishes social and economic democracy. Okay, promote the concept of welfare state. By DPSP, we are going to establish a welfare state. Means this should be a socialistic in nature, cannot be capitalist ones. Fundamental in governance, DPSP is the fundamental in governance, apply in policy making, that is article 37. DPSP is called as novel features of the Indian Constitution by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Novel features means it's a new features. Okay, novel means it's a new features which are added in the Indian Constitution, and it is also called as soul of the Constitution. DPSP is called as the soul of the constitutions by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So these statements are very important. These direct statements are asked in PYQs, various PYQs, okay? And DPSP is called as conscience of the Constitution by Granville Austin. Okay, this statement is also asked in PYQs. After that, you can see constitutional instructions to the legislature, executive, administrative of state, enabling in nature. This is enabling in nature. It enables government for the comprehensive program of social and economic justice. FR involves political justice to the people. Okay, and DPSP enables socio and economic justice. Okay, unlike fundamental rights, this is non-justiciable, non-self-executory and non-enforceable by court of law. Okay, after that, government can implement provisions of DPSP by legislative actions. Government can actually implement these provisions of DPSP. DPSP, you can see, it's the duty of the state to make their state a welfare state. Okay, and it is called as an instrument of instructions, resembles from the Government of India Act 1935. This instrument of instructions called as, its new name is DPSP. Okay, so we have to remember all these points. After that, you can see what is the significance of the DPSP. DPSP are backed by the public opinion. Okay, it's backed by the public opinion. So for a leader, for a state, public opinion is very important because they vote for them. Okay, voting should be positive only because of the public opinion. So a state or a leader should enable DPSP. They have to keep upon these duties. Okay, after that, it is importance as moral ideals. This is not compulsory or mandatory in nature, but we think this should be actually applicable as a moral ideals of our leaders. Okay, directives constitutes a guide for the state. Okay, and source of continuity in policies. If you actually follow DPSP in your policies, then there is possibility for the another 5 year also, those public will again choose you. Okay, because you are following your duties, all your directive or your principles. Okay, after that, DPSP are supplementary to fundamental rights. We have enabled fundamental rights. Okay, by making them justiciable, but DPSP supplements FR for those provisions which are non-justiciable, but they are made duties of the state. Okay, yardstick for measuring the worth of the government. You can see the worth of the government. DPSP decides the worth of the government. Okay, helpful in interpretation of the constitution. Ambiguity of the DPSP is useful. Okay, after that, let's move to the next slide. What is the reason behind the unique status of ideas behind the DPSP? Okay, justiciable, you know this very well, right? Enables that citizens can move to the courts for enforcement of their particular right. Fundamental rights have justiciable nature. However, DPSP kept as non-justiciable in nature, attributed to following reasons. Why we kept DPSP as non-justiciable? Okay, because administrative and financial limitations. As we know, at the time of independence, we are suffering from poverty, unemployment, okay, so we cannot actually, you can say कि we cannot able to perform DPSP also in the justiciable nature. This includes extra administrative and financial burden on the government. Okay, so that's why we make these as duties, that these are moral ideas you should follow. Some principles have moral connotation. These words are important. You can use this PPTs in your mains answer writing. You can use these points, okay? Inadequacy of social development is Article 40, that is village panchayat. Illiteracy, presence of vast diversity, inadequacy of social developments, okay? Because of why? Like because we have a large diversity. India is a large diverse country. We have illiteracy, poverty and backwardness in the country. That's why we made DPSP as moral ideals and as duties only. Now DPSP are divided into 3 ideals, you can see, 3 principles. According to the basis of 3 principles, what are those 3 principles? That is, first is socialistic principles, Gandhian principles and liberal and intellectual principles. Okay, under this we have added our articles of DPSP. These articles, okay. You have to keep a view which articles are come under which kind of principles, okay. So you can take a screenshot of this PPT and keep it with you so that you can relate what are the socialistic principles, which article are come under the socialistic principle, which article are coming under the Gandhian principle. Okay, like 40 is village panchayat. Okay, in this way, uniform civil code. Okay, this is liberal principles. After that, we can see now DPSP from articles 36 to 51. First, we can see the first articles, okay. 36 defines the state. This state is same as the state which are mentioned in the FR part. What is that article? That article is article number 12. Okay, 37 is part 4 of the Indian Constitution shall not be enforceable in any court of the law, application to the DPSP, okay. Article 38 is social, political and economic justice, state to secure a social order for the promotion of welfare. In short, you can see a welfare state. You can say a welfare state. We want to make India a welfare state, okay. Article 39 is principles of policy, certain principles of policy to be followed by the state. Article 39A, 39 has one division, that is 39A. 39A ensures equal justice and free legal aid. Okay, this article is important. After that, 40. According to PYQs, Article 40 is very important. Article 40 is oftenly asked, okay. This is village panchayat. So you should remember this article. This is Gandhian principle also. Article 41 is welfare of government. Welfare government. We have to establish a welfare government that ensures right to work, right to education and to public assistance in certain cases. Okay. After that, 42. 42 is securing just and human conditions of work and maternity relief. Okay, that is 42 weeks. Article 43 is fair wages and a decent standard of life. Living standards should be maintained. Okay. After that, you can see Article 43A. It's worker participation in the management, that is industrial management. ठीक है. 43B, 43 article 43 has 2 divisions. What is that? 43A, 43B. Okay, 43A includes industrial management and 43B is cooperative society. This cooperative society article is very important. You can see various PYQs in this. Okay, so remember this. After that, you can see Article 44, Uniform Civil Code. This is also very important. You have seen various PYQs in this also. This is Article 44, that is UCC. Okay, after that, 45. This is free and compulsory education to the children. Okay, 46 is protection of minorities like SC, ST and other weaker section from exploitation. Okay. We have to take care of their educational and economic interests. Article 47 is duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition, standard of living and to improve their public health. ये तो एक स्टेट की ड्यूटी है कि जो पब्लिक हेल्थ है वो मेंटेन रहे, उनकी स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग जो है वो इंक्रीज करे और एक ऑप्टिमम लेवल ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन हर इंसान को मिलना चाहिए, राइट? तो दिस इज ड्यूटी ऑफ द स्टेट. If some state is doing this, they are making good hospitals, they are making good you can say schools, they are making good infrastructure, roads, metro and everything. This is the duty of the state, duty of the government. They should do this, okay? Article 48 is scientific agriculture. We have to be scientific in our approach in the terms of agriculture, okay? And this is animal husbandry, cattle rearing and everything, okay? Cattle management. Article 48 is another division, that is Article 48A, this safeguarding of the forest and environment and wildlife protections. Okay, so this is also important. 48A article is very important. You have to remember, it's not 48 only, it's 48A. After that, 49. 49 is protection of monuments like India Gate, various important monuments like India Gate, Red Fort, Taj Mahal. Okay, after that Article 50 is very important and students get confused about this article. Why? Because they actually do not read it with so much concentration. Here is they are talking about separation of judiciary and executive. You have to remember JE. Okay, we are talking about this separation, not about legislative and executive. Okay, so remember this. PYQs have been asked from this area, and remember the article number also. It's Article 50. You can see PYQs in UPSC and several state PCS exams also. And after that, your last article is 51, that is states act promote international peace and security, like neighborhood relations we have to maintain. Your all articles are now over. Now you can see the mnemonics for DPSP, that is Article 36, 37. By pictures or by mind maps you can remember all those duties or all those directive principles which are you can say which are in the DPSP. State is, you can see the new parliament, directives, state made some directive principles which we have to be followed, that is Article 37. 38 is talking about welfare of the people. 38, Article 38. So remember this. Welfare state. This word often is very important for you. After that, some policies, equal justice and free legal aid. So, okay, socio-economic policies. Remember these pictures, okay? Now you can see village panchayat, Article 40. 41 is right to work, right to education, and 42 is maternity relief. After that, you can see 43 is living wages, okay, equal wages. After that, 42 is mothers, maternity relief. Living wage is 43. 43A is workers working in industrial management. 43B is cooperative society. So these words are very important. These are often asked. So try to remember this. This is maternity relief. Picture. Village Panchayat, Article 40. Industrial management. This is cooperative society. Uniform, that is UCC. Article 44 is UCC. Give free gifts. 45 SC, ST and weaker section. Nutritious and healthy food. Okay, these are the pictures you can see. Let's move to the next slide. 48 is agriculture, that is scientific agriculture. Environment and animals. Okay, 48, this is wildlife protection, you can see. You can take the picture of this PPT also. And after that we move to the places like monuments. Okay, these are your monuments. Okay, this is separation between judiciary and executive. Let's remember JE only. You will never forget. International peace. White pigeon is here. After that, this is the story regarding your DPSP. Just take a screenshot of this slide and you should remember the DPSP. Just article number. Okay. So you can remember this. I have already explained you everything. Now this is the conclusion part. Directive principles holds a very significant place in our constitutions. They are in a way backbone of the Indian constitutions. You can add this statement in your conclusion in your DPSP questions. Okay, they are essential for its proper implementation. Civil code is one of the most important, like UCC is talking about. Okay, principles which ensures equality of all Indians irrespective of gender and religion. Okay, after that, hence it is important to follow them in letter and spirit. This should not be just in the letter. This should be in their spirits also, in the spirits of the leaders also, in the spirit of the government, whichever government is making. So, okay, to make a better India free from any kind of social evils like untouchability. Okay, so this is your whole, you can see DPSP slides. Now you can remember using this mnemonics. So I'm signing off.